Hi everybody, it's Lavinia. Welcome to my channel. Today is day 4 of my daily art challenge, and I was playing around with some various watercolor media. I have here this Artist Loft water soluble wax pastel set. It's 24 pieces. I got this at Michael's several years ago. I am also used my Koi watercolor set. This one here, I just spritzed it with a little bit of water just to activate them. And I also have my Master's Touch real brush pens. You've seen me use these in recent videos. So this was my Koi. I used, I think, red and purple, or actually red and blue in here to get this cat shape. These two were with the Artist Loft pastels, and then these two were with the water real brush, the Master's Touch. So I thought I would show you maybe quickly a demonstration on each of these watercolor materials. So let's see. I think first I'll start with, and I was just doing cat shapes. I'll start with the water soluble wax pastel set. So let's see, let's choose, let's do a lighter color. And they're just like crayons, but then the water will melt it down. So I'm just, again, just doing like a little cat shape, head and the body. And then just the tail. And maybe I'll mix some colors too. Maybe I'll put this purple in here as well. And then I just have here, these are my Master's Touch brushes. So I'm just dipping it in clean water. Just want to make sure I'm in frame here that you can see. Oops. And then the water just melts that. So that's kind of nice. It still gives you a little bit of that texture unless you keep working at it, but it does melt that down. So that's kind of a cool effect. So it gives you a chance, to try out your different tools and items that you have. So that's with that one. And then as far as for the brushes, this was black with a little bit of gray, but as you can see, I like the way the inks or that watercolor divides out. So here too, I'm going to go ahead and first I'm going to go ahead and put in some clean water, just making here like an oval circle shape for the body of the cat, and then here for the head. So I'm hoping that shows up on camera. Put a couple little points there for its ears. And let's see, so this is the black. So I'm starting a little bit outside that circle shape because otherwise it soaks up that water in. And maybe I'll put here great big fuzzy tail. Here two for the ears. So you can see it's black, but the color starts to divide out. But I like that effect. All right, so I'm going to let that water just dry up a little bit. And let's see, what else do I have? Okay, so then my next is my Koi watercolor set. And for this too, I'm going to, let's see, just put in again that big oval shape for the body of the cat. I seem to always make the tails go to the right, so I'm going to make it go to the left this time. Again, just an oval shape. Maybe the cat is facing the opposite way. Got some water drops there. And let's pick up some of this orange here. So I'm taking this mixture of orange and yellow and just dropping it on in there. And it will follow where the water is. Oh, I like that effect with the orange, darker orange there, and then the lighter. So I will continue that. So there's plenty of water on here. Yeah, I like that effect. I'm just going to put a little bit more orange in here. Maybe a little bit here too, as if it has that striped tail. In the meantime, do you see here how that black is separated? I like that striation that it's giving it. So I'm going to go back to it, the black. Maybe I'll leave that center a little bit lighter, as if that's where it has its highlight. Again, just coming in with some clean water and just giving it a dab. I actually kind of like that there like that, so I'm going to leave its ears like that. Maybe just let that dry. Maybe I'll try one with the water soluble pastel and with the page here with it wet and see how it works. Let's do let's try. All right, let's try green, see what it looks like. So it's sort of melting a little bit, yeah, while that page, in that area that's wet. So I guess that would be an option too. You could probably also take your paintbrush and do the same. And I'll work it a little bit more. Not liking that that tail, so I think I'm just gonna blend that all in. It almost looks like a little duck. Get a little bit more water, but it does work that way too. Maybe because it's green. But in the meantime, the other ones are drying. Let's see. I suppose it depends what you're painting, but I don't know about this one. This one I think I like better. This one, it seems to stick more maybe into the paper. Maybe I should put more around it to give it an evenness. Maybe it needs its tail. But that's the fun of it. I mean, if you don't test things out, you're never gonna know. Okay, I think I'm done with that one. And so take a look here. Again, the color's spreading out. This one is in the process of drying. And I do like the way the cats came out on this page, but I had used the crayon, I'm going to call it crayon, the pastel first, and then I used the water. So I do like this one better than this one. Again, could be maybe because of the color is green. Let me see if I were to go over it. Might as well test it out, right? So trying, for example, two colors on top of each other. Yeah, maybe the green was just throwing me off. Let's see. But as you can see, you can blend the colors together. Okay, I'm done with that cat. And you can always come back here and add more too. Give it some sort of stripes. Stripes along the back. And across its head. I think I might want to put just a little bit more on the head here. It's still fairly wet there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my heat embossing tool and then just go ahead and dry these. Again, just for the sake of the video. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I used my heat embossing tool just to dry it. I actually kind of like the colors. You could see that bluish, pinkish color in here. Like that too. These were the Koi watercolors, the crayons, or the wax soluble pastel. Like that too, the Koi. These, I mean, I do like it here, but I don't know. These just didn't seem to work out that well. And I think I am going to add maybe just a little bit more black here. Oh, sorry, that's the gray. Where did my black go? Here it is. So I'm gonna fix up this ear here. Be more shadow down here. that. And so we're almost done with this one. So not too much water, but I am just going to tap along there just to give it a little bit of melt. So with these brush pens, again, you can, even though they're dry, once it's dried, you can still manipulate the paint or that ink. Give it a little bit more of a... Okay. Okay, I'm going to give it just a little scrubbing there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and dry it. Okay, so that is it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put here cats. Today is 4/4/23, and I do like to put what I've used. So I'm going to put here real brush pens. And water. Still and koi watercolor. All right, so that's it. Again, koi watercolor, the wax soluble pastel, Master's Touch real brush pen, wax soluble pastel, the real brush pen, and the koi watercolor. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I hope this inspires you just to get out your tools, test things out, and see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye.